So, hello, Winston. Thank you for your time today for this interview. You have finished the GTS program in September, late September, and you're in the course July 2024 for 3 months. You have learned my strategy fully. So today, just wanted to hear from you about first your background, the introduction, and then I will also want to hear how you have been trading before GTS, and what the challenges were before GTS, and how you changed after finishing the course. So first, could you introduce yourself quickly, please?
Hi, yes, Kay. Thank you for having me. My name is Winston. I'm 34 years old. I'm from Indonesia, and I work as a physiotherapist full time. So my hope with trading is to have a supplemental income and maybe hopefully become a full-time trader sometime in the future. Yeah, so that will be my goal.
Okay, sure. Wow, physiotherapist.
Yes.
How long have you been doing this job for?
So I've been doing this job for about 12, 13 years or so. So it's been not too long, but not a short time either.
Yeah.
So I realized with physiotherapy, it's not a job that I can maybe do until I'm 50 or 60, because my hands will start to hurt. It's already starting to hurt at the current moment. And that's why I'm looking for other avenues for me to make money.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. It's basically physical work.
It's physical work.
Yeah, every time. So, yeah, and you're doing this on your own.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So your ultimate goal is to become full-time trader. So
Yes.
before joining the course, I'm sure you have studied, trading. So can you please tell me what you have studied so far?
Yeah, so I started trading actually quite a while back. So about 8 years ago, I joined a course quite different from GTS. This one is a weekend course, so we just go to a class one weekend, and then they taught us the basics of trading. It was really basic. What is a candlestick, and what is a resistance? What is a support, and that kind of thing, and how to enter trades, that kind of thing. So I did that course, and then I was dabbling with trading essentially, and then learning by myself for a few years. But I was never ever consistent with trading. So I was always trading on and off, maybe a couple of months. I will do trading for maybe 2 months, and then I will lose a little bit of money, and then I get discouraged, and then I stop, and then I will try again half a year later. I may be breaking even or win a little bit, but didn't really have time to continue, that kind of thing. So it was a very directionless, but I continued studying the topic, the trading, different techniques, different indicators, and even tried my hands on different instruments like options, for example. So I did all that. Never able to be consistent, was never able to make money consistently as well. So almost gave up. And then yeah, but I found your YouTube channel by chance. I'm not sure what I was searching for, but I saw the Ichimoku method that you were using, so I got interested in it. I actually studied with that with your free information that you provide in your on your website, which is pretty much your entire KTS is given out for free over there. So I tried to do that by myself. Wasn't really able to find the right timings, I suppose, with the entries and the exits, and that's why I decided I should just get the guidance from you directly.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah. So before, what markets were you trading? Forex or stocks or basically like random markets or?
It's random markets, but for the kind of trading that non-option, like the regular trading that we do at the moment, is mostly Forex. So I would usually do Forex and maybe a little bit of gold, and then for options it was stocks.
Okay, okay. So yeah, you have been trading, studying and trading, and yeah, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and your journey was kind of rough, or ups and downs. And you found my
Yes.
YouTube channel, and you took the lessons, free lessons there, and
Yes.
you joined my course. Okay, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I share lots of videos. Of course, you can watch tons of archive videos on YouTube, and I do share my analysis. Sometimes I share my trades. In the past videos also, I have lots of videos information, but as you may know already, everybody's different in terms of time zone and style, and the learning process is also different. So you get to learn from the videos, but I think it's more better to be hands-on training, hands-on teaching, so that I know exactly what you're doing, which one's right, which one's wrong, in terms of my strategy or Ichimoku, so that you get really get the guidance in this way. So okay, thanks for sharing that. So yeah, and my next question to you is that how you changed, or what was your GTS course experience after 3 months finishes, and by looking back, were you? So my question is like, were you nervous? Were you excited? Or what was your emotion like? Once you joined the course.
I mean, I was definitely excited to start. To begin with, it was very exciting to me because I've seen your track record. I followed your progress as well, because I watch old videos, and I've seen how your channel grew and how your account grew together with it. So I knew the potential of the method. So I was quite excited to learn the method, right? But of course, I was also a little bit nervous to know whether or not I can do the course, whether or not I can understand what you're trying to teach, because like you said, the course is actually for intermediate and advanced level traders, and I don't know if I could consider myself advanced, but
you are.
But you are. Because the thing is, the course itself, the GTS course, after sitting through it, I would say is more of a mentorship program. More than a course, it's more a mentorship program, because a course is what I did at the start of my trading journey, is going to a weekend course, and then someone talks in front on a whiteboard or like on a projector, teaching you, oh, this is what the candlestick is, and then it will make this shape, and then this is called the double bottom, this is called the double top, and this is how you trade it. That's what I was kind of expecting. And when you say a course, that's what I expect. But
okay.
The GTS to me is more of a mentorship program, where a lot of the learning actually is done off the sessions. Like, we have videos to watch, we have things to study on our own, and then we have things to do with the homework and the assignments that you give us, and then during the sessions is more of you guiding us on what we have done, and any questions, kind of thing. So which to me is very good. I think I like the GTS method, because for one, there is guidance for 3 months, so that's a long period of time of guidance. But also, the assignments to me is very, very useful, because it helps me build habits. So whereas if you go to a weekend course, there is no time for you to build that habit. The markets are not even open, so you cannot even try the method during the course. This one you can actually try over a period of time, and you make mistakes and you get told this is the mistake, you try again, and then you build also the trading habits that becomes almost second nature by the end, I suppose.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's really true. That's really true. Yeah.
So that's what I find that's different from GTS as compared to like a course.
I see.
Right?
I see. Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting viewpoint. Yeah, and thanks for sharing that actually. So yeah, this GTS class, as you mentioned, I give you assignments every week to follow, so that you don't simply enter exit trades, but also you have some specific topics or themes to follow every week, and that builds your routine definitely. And that's something I find it's important as a trader myself too, because if you lose routine, then your mind will be here and there, and you might be starting something wrong to analyze or to trade, and it's not really consistent, right? So yeah, one of the things in the GTS is really to create this consistency in trading habit, and that's how I designed the course too. So well, yeah. These things I don't think I mentioned, in the web page or in the video, but yeah, this is, I think that's what's more important as a trader, especially after you finish the course. It's been like 20 days past already, and maybe you feel some differences, or maybe you feel it's becoming challenging again to really follow up, catch up the routine, because we don't meet every week anymore. You're on your own now, and you find yourself more like challenging after GTS class. But you know exactly what to follow, you know exactly what to do. Take screenshot all the entries and exits, and what to focus, and what to do before and after the trades and so on. So that you can really stand on your own feet, and you can really trade, as experience. So yeah, I think that's something I cannot really share in the video. I can say this, but by really meeting every week, also you have colleagues, you have classmates, so they're the classmates that are doing the same, and you cannot how to say, you have to follow together with them as a group.
Yeah, so that's also interesting having classmates. Especially one of my classmates was someone who actually lived quite close to me in Singapore.
Right.
Yeah, so messaging classmates about what the market is doing, and whether or not there is a trend or there is no trend. Gives me a bit more motivation to follow the market a bit more, even after the course is done. We're still talking, and it's good.
Yeah. So trading is really such a lonely journey, right? It's on your own. You don't really see anyone else around you physically, but by going through the same program for 3 months, and same trading method and same routine, same hallmarks for 3 months, then you feel you're kind of connected to the other classmates, including myself, and because that's what we are doing every week. So that, I hope that creates some kind of emotion that you're not alone. You're doing exactly the way the others are doing, I'm doing, and it's basically what's necessary as a trader to become really consistent. Yeah. So yeah, and you have been being a physiotherapist for 13 years already. So I'm sure you have some routines, and you have some ways to face clients, and do follow-ups, of course. But so you can kind of relate maybe between your profession and trading too, in terms of discipline. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for sharing that too. And I know also I have been seeing that you have been running the Forex tester during the course, and doing some back testing a lot. So have you practiced it before the class? Have you ever tried before?
No, actually, I've never tried backtesting before the class. So previously, what I would have done, I would have just run a demo account and then just burn the demo account, trying new strategies. But that takes a long time, obviously, with Forex Tester or like even the Trading View replay trading. It's a lot quicker to go through like one whole year's worth of trading.
Sure. Yeah. Right. And whenever the market's quiet or ranging or they are closed, you can still run the tester and practice on your own, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that you don't waste your time on this process.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So if I may, let me share screen on your Discord group so that we can also see exactly how you have been capturing these screenshots and in the backtesting, especially.
No problems.
Yeah. So okay, so here is the screen, and this is one of the Forex tester trades you're doing. You took all the screenshots from 4 hour and I think 1 hour and 5-minute time frame to really spot the entry opportunities, and you also posted exit timings as well. So yeah, it was really good to see. Sometimes you get some nice profits here, like 150 pips or so of one of the trades in this backtesting. So how did you find backtesting to be for you? Like, do you find it's helpful to really recheck your own entry and exit like patterns?
I mean, it's one of the best ways to get use of finding the entry opportunities, right? Because with the KTS method, we're supposed to find 3 different entry confirmations, and that confirmation, the entry confirmations, it's a pattern recognition, I think, and the more you find, the more you look at the pattern, the easier it is for you to spot the pattern. I'm still having some difficulty with spotting, let's say, Fibonacci bounce, because it requires an extra step of you drawing the actual Fibonacci levels, and I'm a bit lazy to do that, so I tend not to find those levels. But if, let's say, you do it often enough on the Forex tester, you can kind of guess when it bounced 38%, it looks like 38%, and then you draw the Fibonacci levels, and then you sometimes you're correct. But I think the most useful thing for this is to get used to looking at the pattern. So the inside bars, the outside bars, the dojis, it becomes very, very quick for me to find these bars, the price action, the patterns, the candlestick patterns, and that translates to the real market. So in the real market, once the candle closed, then I know exactly, oh, this is an inside bar. Now I'm just waiting for the next bar to form. If it breaks that, then maybe I can enter, that kind of thing. Whereas if you don't practice that, then you may take a little bit longer to assess what the market is doing, and if it takes you too long, then maybe you miss the opportunity.
That's true. So your eyes get used to the patterns and the entry confirmations. Even Ichimoku 5 lines, your eyes will get used to these 5 lines to really capture the trending markets more quicker and looking for identifying the entry confirmations more quicker. Yeah, that's really important. Yeah, the more you see examples, the more you get used to, and the more you get better in trading as well. So yeah, backtesting definitely is highly recommending to everyone who wants to really practice on your own. And also what's good about backtesting is that you don't see the future candles. So you manually, move the candles one by one. So you kind of, train as if you're watching the live market. Because if you just, check the past market and if you just scroll, backwards, then you still see lots of candles in the future too. So
Yes.
it may not really replicating the live market in that way to practice. So that was really nice to see your backtesting and posting all the screenshots like this and practicing. So yeah, that was good. Are you still continuing backtesting after GTS?
Not as often, but I will look to get back into it.
Yeah, sure.
I have to admit, I've been a bit lazy after the course ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep a routine, please. Keep the routine and don't lose it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. So my last question to you is that how you changed before and after GTS in terms of technical analysis, in terms of psychology, whatever you can think of. What was the, let's say, like how you changed basically in terms of mindset or
so technical analysis wise, I think I didn't change too much because I did already know roughly what KTS was about. I was already trying to do the trend following. Before even I knew about KTS, I was already trying to find price action movements and trying to find breakouts and things like that. So in that regard, that didn't change too much. But I think what changed a lot was in choosing when to enter and when to stay out, because the KTS has a very clear rules in terms of which market you're supposed to choose and which ones you're not supposed to choose. And even after you choose the market, then you still have to find the entry confirmations. If you don't have it, then you cannot enter. So those rules are very useful to me, because previously before this course, I used to just look at a market and then I look at the price action, or there's a breakout of resistance, let me enter, without really any clear plans as well as to when I should exit. If the trade isn't going well, when am I supposed to exit? I used to just put a stop loss somewhere, and I didn't really have any reason of why I would put the stop loss at that level as well. It was just a random place to put a stop loss, however many percent of my account.
Yeah,
and
well,
then
at
I
least
just
you put the stop loss. It's good.
Yeah. Yes.
You know how to.
Yeah, so I used to just put a random one and then I just leave the trade. And if it hits the stop loss, then I get taken out. If it doesn't hit the stop loss, then I don't really have a target either.
Yeah,
so
I see.
It was like driving without a map at a foreign place, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Whereas
That's challenging.
Yeah. So now I think the biggest change is when I enter, I have clear reasons why I am entering, and I have clear levels where I'm exiting, and I also have a plan of how to take the profit, how I should maximize the profit. So that I think that's a subtle change, but a big one, right?
Sure. Yeah,
like a very important one.
Yeah, it is actually a big change, really.
Yeah. But so that's I think the biggest change. And psychologically, you also become it's a lot more calm when you enter a trade, because there is when you have a plan, you're not as, your heart doesn't beat as fast.
Right, right. Not the excitement, but you don't feel, you don't feel like frustrated, or you don't feel, anxious, right?
I mean, frustration is one of those things. So when the price doesn't move in your direction, you still feel frustrated. But
Okay, you
so
still
I
do.
have
All right.
I actually have an additional rule for myself in terms of the psychology that I put. So if let's say I lose a trade, I will not trade again for the day. So
Okay.
it's just one trade. That's it.
Okay.
Because from previously, I have a tendency to do revenge trading. I want to take revenge on this, so that's not good.
Right. So yeah, even if you find confirmations, even if you find, even if you follow my strategy and enter trade after losing, if you still think it's a revenge trade, it's not good.
Yeah.
Even if you follow a strategy.
Yes. So yeah. I find that I have that tendency. So
yeah,
it's an additional rule that I put for myself. I'm just not gonna do it. So if I lose, let's try again tomorrow.
Right. I think that's really important. Yeah. I say, if you lose 3 times per day or 3 times consecutive, then, take a break. But yeah, your psychology is also important. And that's really good that you monitor your psychology that way. And you made your own rule that way too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I enter a trade, essentially it's less anxious. I feel less anxious because I have a plan. That I think that's what's changed. And because also the other thing is because we did the course for 3 months, right? Yeah. So I've seen, and this is the one of the longest period of time that I have been consistently trading. Before that, I wouldn't be trading that much. Yeah. So I've seen how the markets move and how much it can move on a daily, weekly basis. And now I understand that the market always moves. It doesn't really matter if I don't trade today; it's still going to move tomorrow. I can still capture that. So that I think is a good realization to have.
Yeah, I think you actually joined the right timing this year, because usually summertime markets are quiet in range. So I usually encourage students backtest. But unlike the other years, this year summertime through July to September, the markets were active still. So you get to see lots of trends, and that was good. Yeah, and it happens, it repeats, every month, every year. So yeah, that's an important point too. Yeah, even if you don't make profits today, there's always tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah. What's important is managing the money. Make sure you still have something to trade with.
Exactly. Yeah, never below account anymore again.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, thank you, Winston. I think that was a really good session today. And thank you so much for your time for this interview. I'm sure lots of people get inspired and learned from your words, your experiences through the course. And I'm sure it's giving light to the people, who are still, trying to challenge, the trading habit itself.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Winston. You have a great day, great weekend, and
you too.
Yeah, I hope to see you again soon after 1 month. After GTS class. Let's review your trades after 1 month.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. Okay.